Princes and the Press, which airs at 9 p.m. on BBC Two, is fronted by Amol Rajan. More than 80 hours of interviews with journalists and royal experts have been conducted ahead of the documentary, with all interviewees having close ties to the firm. However, the Queen, Prince Charles and Prince William are reportedly united in anger at the BBC's refusal to let them see the documentary before it aired. A senior royal source told the Mail on Sunday that the Queen is upset that the tittle-tattle documentary will air without the palace having the chance to see it. Fears have arisen that the documentary will repeat claims that William and Harry briefed the media against each other. The newspaper claimed that the palace has threatened to refuse to cooperate with the BB in future projects if a right to respond to Monday's documentary is not given. Tensions between the royal family and the BBC remain high in the wake of the Martin Bashir scandal, when an inquiry found that his infamous interview with Princess Diana in 1995 was obtained by deceit. Lord Dyson's investigation found that the BBC's own internal probe in 1996 was woefully ineffective. Prince William said in an emotional speech after the verdict in May, "It brings indescribable sadness to know that the BBC's failures contributed significantly to her paranoia and isolation that I remember from those final years with her." Other senior royals have not always enjoyed the best working relationship with the broadcaster. Charles was reported to have been particularly upset by a report from royal correspondent Nicholas Witchell, who discussed Princess Margaret's drinking habits in her obituary in 2002. Charles's true feelings were picked up while on holiday with William and Harry in Switzerland in 2005. While answering questions from the gathered media, which included Mr. Witchell, a boom microphone picked up Charles muttering, "Bloody people. I can't bear that man. I mean, he's so awful, he really is." Charles allegedly moved to exact revenge on the broadcaster a few days later, by giving interviews to rival broadcasters. Clarence House denied this was the case. Journalist Geoffrey Levy wrote in the Daily Mail in 2015, when, a few days after the Closters episode, access to Camilla's friends for a television documentary about her was given to ITV, there was talk of Charles bypassing the BBC to exact revenge. Some of Camilla's best friends were wheeled out to bat for her cause, and put her in a positive light, something Charles may have feared the BBC could not be trusted to do. Mr. Levy cited Harry's 21st birthday as another alleged example of Charles exacting revenge. He wrote, "The interview, broadcast around the world, went, rather surprisingly, to Sky, with its then royal correspondent Catherine Whitty asking the questions." Clarence House denied snubbing the Beeb. Likewise, William and Kate, Duchess of Cambridge's engagement announcement interview was also handed to ITV, instead of the BBC. Charles has given very recent interviews to the broadcast. Just last month, he said he understood why organizations such as Extinction Rebellion and Insulate Britain felt the need to take to the streets to demand action on climate change, but admitted blocking roads isn't helpful. Any potential boycott of the BBC would put several projects at risk. Recent projects between the royal family and the broadcaster have included William's Earthshot documentary series, as well as a wonderful tribute to Prince Philip. Ahead of Monday's documentary, the BBC told the Daily Mail that the documentary did not breach any impartiality editorial guidelines upheld by the broadcaster. A source told the Daily Mail, "You can't make a documentary about royal journalism without mentioning briefings. It doesn't point the finger at any a BBC spokesperson told co.uk, "The programme is about how royal journalism is done and features a range of journalists from broadcast and the newspaper industry." Buckingham Palace declined to comment on the documentary being broadcast tonight when approached by Express. Co.uk.